Hey YouTube. Well, there's call for celebration. I've just made 5,000 subscribers. And it makes me so happy. So thank you, subscribers. All you people who have subscribed or subscribed and went away. I don't know how that works exactly. I don't know if people just see you a couple times, they click subscribe and forget all about you. Or people are engaged. So far, they seem pretty engaged to me. So I want to thank you guys. And I want to thank you particularly, I want to thank all of these. I don't know why, but I have all of these women who follow my channel. And I am so grateful for you guys. The personality, I identify the personality of men and women are different. Women are so encouraging, right? A lot of the reason why I'm still doing this is because women, they're always there to encourage you, to push you forward, to make you feel better about yourself. So I appreciate that. And a lot of that has come from this interaction on YouTube. I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't attract many straight men, but, gay men are nice and everything, but they're not the same as women are. They're not willing to go out on a limb just to take time to encourage you. So thank you. So 5,000, pretty good. I only started YouTube initially. My thinking was because my big thing is I'm an author. I write books. Let me see. I wrote a lot of books. Well, I ain't gonna spend this whole time bragging about stuff, but I am proud of my little children. These are my books. Number 1. Number 2. You see them? This is a series, beginning of a series. 3. This was the 3rd book. This is the best book I ever wrote. So if you ever want to read one of my books of fiction, even though this is not the first one for the beginning of the series, this book has given me rave reviews, and I think it's my best work. It's called The Epiphany. Anyway, so authors, initially I would just go to YouTube to listen to authors. I didn't know anything about the writing business. And they would give the advice. If you're going to be an independent author, you're a self-published author, it's a hard road. But if you're going to do that, you need to have an online presence. You need to do something in social media, right? Well, I had, since a child, when I was a little kid, I talked like this. I struggled with words. I was a bad stutterer. It was very hard for me to speak when I was a little boy, right? And my mother told me about my father, who I never met. She said they used to call him non-talking because he also stuttered. So I figured it was hereditary. It's just something I'd always have to live with. Then when I started writing, I said, well, this is fantastic because when I write, people can't tell I stutter. And I get a chance to go over and over and over my work, to polish it, to make it right. So I loved writing for 12 years. I wrote this series. And then, so anyway, I'm trying to stay on topic here. Keep a train of thought going. I came on here because I needed to get in social media. I was bored with Facebook. I'm still bored with Facebook. I don't really do other social media. I only do this. But when I said, well, I can talk to people. I didn't feel like I could talk to people live online because I struggle with my words too much. But I very rarely get any comment about that, and people are generally supportive and can see through what I think is so huge. So be encouraged, people. If you want to do a channel, just do it. You can always take it down. Ain't nobody gonna twist your arm. But we can do a lot more than we thought we could do. When I started writing books, when I got a pen, I started writing these books, I was not even sure. Now I was a 30-something-year-old man. How was it? 30? I was a 36-year-old man, right? And I was not even sure. No, at 30, I was not even sure I could read a book from cover to cover because I'd never done it. In school, I never read a book. I never studied. I managed to get good grades, but I don't know how because I never read the books. I have this thing called dyslexia, which makes reading difficult for me, staying in place. So, anyway, it's another deformity. I shouldn't say that because other people listen to this stuff. But it's another thing I had to work with. But I didn't believe I could even write a letter. I wasn't sure of it. I mean, not that I feel like I can't read. I know I can read a recipe. I can read everything around me. But I didn't know I could put together a whole book. And when I was in the pen at around 28, 30 years old, I started reading, and I became an avid reader because in prison there's not much else to do but read. I was not one of those wait yard kind of guys, so I developed a love for reading. And I got out and I started writing first a memoir, and I liked it. I liked the way to communicate. So I stayed kind of hooked in that for a long time. I'm not saying that I'll never write again, but it's a lot of work. And try to get people to read your books is something I never caught because I was self-published. I mean, you have to promote your own books. You got to get people interested, and I still haven't mastered how to do that because I've got some good work, I believe, and I'm not the only one that believes it. The few people who have read my books say this is amazing. You need to do more, but I don't know how. Anyway, that's why I started. But the first video came because of this guy. Some of you have heard me talk about him, Walter. I had this thing with Walter Lee Hampton. He had pissed me off so bad watching his videos that I decided to make a video. I sat down and made it, and I've been doing it ever since. So, I think that I'm being led by a spirit or something, because this is not something I've ever thought I could do for any period of time. So now I vlog, and I enjoy it. And I've stopped writing for the moment because I feel like this is just as this is a better way for me to communicate than to put all the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours it is to write something that is basically fiction. So, anyway, I'm happy about this YouTube thing. For the first few months, I wasn't even aware that you could actually get money from this thing. So that was not my initial interest in it. But I think as you shop around social media and so forth, and I'm an old guy, I'm almost 60 years old. So a lot of this stuff is geared more toward young people. Eventually you come across something, you like it. So this has been one of those experiences for me. Hopefully I will write again at some point. But for right now, communicating with you guys in this way is working for me just fine. So thank you very much, readers. I don't want to leave the men out. Thank you all of my subscribers and people who take time to listen to me online. You encourage my spirit. Sometimes when I do not feel good, I don't suffer from depression, but we all have off days. I'll get on my email and I'll see all of these encouraging things. I say, oh, they do like it. I do have value. So you encourage me many, many times. Many, many times I've been encouraged by your comments. So keep them coming, people. I'll come back when we get to 10. Okay? Thank you.